What's going on, you money lovers out there in YouTube? Let's go through pocket money, see if we can find anything worth more than face value. So, I actually just have a bunch of ones. I thought we could go back to the lowest banknote that you're going to have in your pocket, and the most common, which is the $1 bill. They haven't undergone a graphics change or changed much as far as the look in quite some time now. And there's also no additions really to security features on the bills or anything of that nature. So what are we looking for if you don't watch my videos? We're looking for bills that are worth more than face value. What do we mean by that, you ask? Great question. So essentially on bills, we can look for a couple of different things. For those of you who watch my videos, you probably already know a lot of this stuff that we're looking for. But essentially, we're looking for errors with the printing or the ink in the bill, the alignment of the bill and the way that things are printed on the bill or within the bill. One thing a lot of people don't know is that portions of the bills go through a multi-printing process, and essentially, some things are printed on the bill, some things are printed in the bill. So things can fade differently, things can have different errors with them, so on and so forth. So for example, with this $1 bill on the top, we can see the condition leaves a lot to be desired. There's also nothing really collectible as far as the serial numbers. There's no patterns in them. It can't be read forward and backward the same. There's not errors in it as far as how the ink laid down those numbers within the serial number, anything of that nature. So nothing error-wise there. We look at the seals and things and how they are printed throughout the bill. See if anything's not aligned properly, or is the bill in its entirety sitting off towards one of the margins. So, not in this case, but that would be some of the things you'd be looking for. Let's look at the reverse of the bill. Sometimes you can see kind of similar things as the obverse of the bill or the front of the bill. However, of course, the depictions are different on the back of the $1 bill. You have the Great Seal on the right-hand side, and then you have the pyramid here with Annuit Septis and Novus Ordo Seclorum at the bottom, and various things. Sometimes I've seen some lack of inks or some missing prints as far as the depictions on the back of the bill, but nothing in this case. So we're going to go a little bit faster through them now that we kind of recapped on what we are looking for while bill searching through $1 bills, see what we can find. Nothing with the serial number here. Series 2013 $1 bills are really common to have like a heavier inking on the third digit over on either serial number, primarily this one on the top right-hand side. This one's also been wet. You can tell from the discoloration of the bill. It's a little hard to see, but I'll try to get close to the camera there. Reverse the bill. Nothing really jumping out at me. Nothing's really crazy misprinted or anything like that. Nothing's over-inked or lack thereof, so we'll keep on kind of shoot through these. Serial number looks pretty standard. I've seen some of these printed over to the left. Series 2009, they're more commonly printed symmetrically, centered on the one there. But I have seen them printed off to the left a lot of the times. Unless it's really dramatic, I would say that's not really collectible. Nothing with a serial number. This one's got a lot of damage too, so unless something's really crazy error-wise on it, it's just a good old-fashioned $1 bill. Nothing here. These ones are pretty darn beat up. I mean, you know, they are pocket money that I've kind of amassed. Here's a good example of that heavy ink over the one, which is hard to see in the camera, but you can kind of see how it's thicker. I've seen thicker ones than that as far as the number and the printing of it. Here's a good trinary note, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Trinaries are very common, so, I mean, this one is a good example here. So, I would have liked to have seen a 7-4 in the beginning of that, being 7-4, 7-4, 7499 in the serial number. But that's a good trinary. I mean, I probably will not keep this one. It's not collectible enough. I mean, if it was in a pattern of some sort, then I'd be way more jonesed about it. But it's also the condition is pretty crappy, so I'm going to pass it up. I mean, I'll set it aside for what we've found at the end of the video, but nothing crazy. Nothing here on this one. Almost thought we had like a birthday note, but obviously that's not the year we want in the end. It'd be like 1917 or 1970 or anything. I guess realistically a birthday note is more so somebody that's still alive. Nothing crazy with the serial number either. These are series. This one's a series 2009, but like I said in the beginning of the video, there's not much that has changed about $1 bills in 75 years. So I mean, there's nothing different in the graphics on them. I mean, the changes, of course, are going to be like the signatures of the Secretary of Treasury or the Treasury of the United States if those office holders change. But other than that, both the obverse and reverse of the $1 bill has been the same for a long, long time. In the 50s, they added "In God We Trust" across the bill, but that even wasn't there for a little while, even when this current kind of look of the $1 bill was introduced, even before that. I haven't seen anything crazy, nothing really misaligned or anything like that. Found a lot of bills with like writing on them and stuff, and let's look back at that one. A lot of people write like numbers and stuff on bills, and then I have quite a few bills that have good serial numbers as far as radar serial numbers. Radar serial numbers are ones that can be read forward and backward. It's just kind of the term for them. 1, 2, 3. Thought we might have a ladder there. Nothing repeating in this one either. This one, speaking of which, has something on the back. Government is not reason. It is not eloquence. It is force like fire. It is a dangerous servant and a fearful master. George Washington. I really like that a lot. Let me pull that closer to the camera. Let you guys look at it. Interesting, huh? Government is not reason. It is not eloquence. It is force like fire. It is dangerous. It is a dangerous servant and fearful master. George Washington on a $1 bill. We must obey God rather than men. Acts 5:29. That's really cool. I mean, I actually like that a lot. I have a lot of stamp notes. I actually like that bill a lot. I'm going to keep that one, for sure. I really like that a lot. Wow, pretty cool. I've never seen one like that. That's pretty... I mean, you can get a stamp and stamp a bill. I've just never seen one that intense before. And I mean, that's cool that it's using a quote from Washington on a $1 bill. I really like that. 16... Nothing crazy with these. Like I said, these can be printed a little bit off, but I mean, so far I'm not seeing anything crazy on the last few I've flipped through. They're also pretty beat up. Like this guy, it's real messed up. I mean, this one obviously got wet as it was folded. You can just kind of tell from the way the staining is and stuff. I think it's crazy, though, that, most of these are 2009 or 2013 bills, and you can just see the difference in, I'm like, here we go. Here's a really good, clean 2013 bill. You can just tell the color difference between it and even the one below it, which is only slightly faded. Then you bring something in that's like a 2009 here. You can see the difference in just the overall tint of the bill and color of the bill. $2013. This one's got a good example of that heavy inking on the third digit also. Oh, forgot to check the back of that last one. And it's real tore up, so... And this is just a fold, I mean... Nothing on that. We're down to the last couple bills, 3 bills. Flip that bad boy around. Nothing really on this one either. Series 2013 also. Nothing there. Nothing here. No date note or birthday note. And nothing crazy on there. So our 2 finds that we got during this one are the smaller trinary, which, condition-wise, like I said, I'm probably not going to hold on to. It is cool, but it's not collectible enough for me to keep on to it. But, good example of a trinary. And then our crazy stamp bill, our stamp God, quote, well, guess, Washington quote, and then a quote from the Bible. Government is not reason, it is not eloquence, it is force, like fire, it is dangerous servant, and a fearful master. We must obey God rather than men. Whether you like the content or not, I think it's still interesting. It's an interesting stamp, and I like to keep stamp notes. I just think they're interesting. Of like, hey, what dude stamped this thing? You know. Anyway, tell me what you think about it, and I will see you guys in the next Daily Bill Search video tomorrow. Catch you guys later, and have a great day.